Hello, how are we doing today? Today I want to talk about what I talk about in every single video, being so sad and alone. But I want to start out and first say, I know it's annoying. I actually do know that. I know it's annoying, and I know you're tired of hearing me talk about it because I'm tired about talking about it. I'm tired of feeling this way. I'm tired of wanting this. I'm over it as well, okay? So imagine how much I am suffering. Please let me allow a little bit of it to escape. Also, I don't want any fucking bullshit like love yourself or decent or men or yada. Like, shut the fuck up. I think it's very normal to want to be in a relationship. Okay, now that that's out of the way, I've been journaling. Wow, I'm very proud of myself because one of my New Year's resolution is to write more. Because if you guys don't know, I got my degree in writing and I don't write anymore. It's very depressing. It's tearing me apart on the inside, to be completely honest with you guys. And I actually wrote a journal entry about that as well. Everything I'm writing, I'm going to be posting on Substack. So Substack is going to keep me accountable. It's like the last thing I posted on Substack was months ago, though, which was literally the last time I wrote as well. So I've written in between, but the stuff in between just wasn't good. It was sad, it was depressing, it was awful. It was depressing and sad as well. And awful. Do we like the posters? Do we like the decoration behind us? I want my room to look like a girl threw up stuff on it. I have so much junk, so it's all just now put on the walls. I think I'm gonna do a really big long poster right here, and that's gonna be of Alton Mason. My poster is like kind of my Fujo wall. It's just pretty boys, anime, some pretty girls as well, just beautiful people. But it's also my view board. So it's like, I'm going to be looking at Ilya Rozanov every day in the morning, and right by it, I'm going to see, oh, I want 10,000 followers on TikTok and 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. So let's also start with that. Hi guys, my name is I was about to say everything all together. Oh my God. Hello guys, my name is Selah Marie Baby. Selah Marie Baby. How are we doing? I'm trying to talk faster and more congruent. That's not the right word. Oh well, I'm gonna keep going. Because the last video I had to edit so much because there's so much empty space of nothing. And I'm like, why do you not just talk? Just talk. Just talk. You're always thinking. Say it aloud. I'm a talker at heart. So whenever I'm not talking, it's like I know I was fighting myself in my head that day. So it's uncomfortable for me to watch. Anyways, this is my Pretend We're on the Phone podcast. It's only on YouTube right now, but I'm going to post to other places eventually. I need to buy a microphone again. Right now, I just have to talk very loudly and hope you guys can hear me. And then I need to pay my RSS subscription so I can continue to post this online. Whenever that is done, I will be sure to re-upload all the episodes I missed as well. And so everything will be able to be on every single platform. But until then, I don't think I'm going to do that until I start making money. Like social media money. Oh my God, I look so different in the camera than in the mirror because the light is just insane right now. I apologize. If you want to subscribe to the channel, you should go ahead and subscribe because I'm trying to get 10,000 subscribers. And I know that because I have a picture of it right by Ilya Rozanov. So there. Yeah, I've been writing more. I'm trying to have my podcast episodes relate more to my writing. So to film an episode, I'm going to have to write about it first. The one I first wrote was about going through 2025, enjoying life, except it started because I was so sad. I was like, I don't think I accomplished a lot in 2025. And I'm really trying to hold myself accountable in 2026. But I hate in the beginning of the year when you feel like this is going to be a good year. And by the end of the year, it's like nothing happened. It's like, shit, I wasted. Sorry, I have cat hair inside of my nose. It's like I wasted an entire year. I don't want to feel that way this year. I don't want it to feel like a waste. And so to go through that, I went through 2025, my pictures, because I still need to do my Instagram post. I need to put my Instagram post together because that's what's really important in my life. And I wanted to write something nice in my caption. So this started as a caption post. It's gonna be way too long for a caption. I don't think they're gonna let me put all this down. I was going through my pictures, obviously, and so every single month I wrote something that happened in that month. Because it starts with, I couldn't say that I'm proud of 2025. In fact, I've been so incredibly down in the dumps about it. I didn't write much despite spending tens of thousands of dollars on a writing degree. I didn't take enough artsy-fartsy pictures despite having a decent collection of cameras with dust growing on them. I didn't become a millionaire or even marry one. And to be perfectly frank, I never expected to win the year in Star Search, but OMG, that was by far my worst performance ever. Guys, if you guys don't know, I'm a drag queen. Heel flip. Drag queen, burlesque queen, Bali queen, Bali drag, drag-lesque is what I would say. Except my makeup's not very draggy, so maybe just burlesque, but whatever. I like lip syncing, so how about that? And the way I got into drag was I had some friends that were doing drag, and they were like, let me adopt you. And I'm like, ugh, no, I can never do what you could do. And they're like, no, you're a star. And they're the most amazing, kindest, sweetest person in the entire universe. And so they really did push me to actually just getting up there on stage and doing something I wanted to do. I had my friends help choreograph for me. My friends and my sister helped me choreograph. My other friend made a mix for me. And then I focused on my presentation, the visuals of it. And then I did a monthly Star Search competition, and I won that month, which means I get to compete at the year end. And my friend won the next month, and it was super fun. We both competed together. The downside is, for the year in Star Search, I was so stressed. I had stress. Drag became very stressful for me very quickly because I get stage nervous. I'm so scared all the time if I'm on stage. I don't know what happened. I feel like as a kid, I didn't have stage fright, and then one day I just did. And I'm not afraid if I know I look good. Like, if I know I look good and everything, I can let myself go. But there were some times I would go up there and I was like, no, this isn't visually everywhere it needs to be. I was like, no, this could be better. No, this could be this is not perfect. And I started to really hate it getting on stage, because I was like, you're going on stage and you look like a fool, which is so sad that I would think that. But that's the way I was feeling for a few different times. And by the time I did the year in Star Search, I was so pissed that my costume I thought looked awful. And my hair was so fucking bad. And so all I could control was my makeup, and I wasn't even obsessed with that. And I was just like, I look bad, and I'm doing this performance, and this performance had the most amount of choreography I've ever had. Because I was like, this is important, you have to do choreography, because it's the year-end competition. And there's some stuff I could say, but I won't. And And so I got up there, and then the person who was backstage got in my head, and I know it was unintentional. But despite the fact, it really got in my head right before I went on stage. And by the time I went on stage, my entire mind blanked, and I did so fucking bad. I'm smiling now because I'm looking back and I'm like, and nothing happened. Like, I didn't die. I'm okay. You were so stressed out for literally nothing to happen. I'm just upset that I didn't do the best of my ability, I was like, I've done this, but literally, my dress rehearsal was better than my actual one. And I was so upset. I was like, you did it good. Ugh. I always do this thing. I'm like, if your dress rehearsal is good, that means your actual performance is going to be real bad. And that always is for me. You need a bad dress rehearsal means great performance. I'm just telling you. Because sometimes I don't want to do a last second dress rehearsal because I'm like, no, because if it's good... It's a superstition. I didn't give it to that superstition. It's ruining my life. It's okay though, because 2 days, literally the performance I did right after that, literally the next day, was really good. And it was the very first performance I've ever done. It was the same number. And that one, it was actually really good. And I was like, okay, maybe I won't quit. And then some crazy drama happened that night as well with all the burlesque dancers. And I love drama. I feel bad for the people. The people involved, I hope they're okay or whatever. But no one got physically hurt. So I thought, watching it, I was like, whoa, drama. I was like, real the cameras. This could be so Real Housewives. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the downtown Creole community needs a reality TV show on Bravo. Some of these characters, first of all, we already know, drag queens, burlesque dancers, all that stuff. Theater kids, guys. Theater kids, cryo kids. Hello. They were big personalities. Let's get a camera and follow them around. Imagine following a Real Housewife who's also a burlesque dancer, and a fucking bartender who's also a drag queen. And these are big personalities on one room. And in a small room, that is. The dressing space back there is small. It's fabulous. Oh my God. And I feel so powerful every time I'm in there. And anytime I hear a little bit of tea, I'm like, oh. I'm like, what? Because everything's so close by. I'm like, wait, are you talking about that person right over there? Let me pitch this to Bravo. I think it could, because these are stars. That's another thing. Last thing I want to say about these people. Yes, obviously there's drama in every community. I'm sure if you put a camera in any workspace, it's drama, right? Because people are dramatic. But Also, these queens, these dancers, these kings, the people that make up the Creole community in Savannah, these people, like, they're stars. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. It's like, wow, I could see each and every one of them making it to, like, Hollywood. I really truly can. Like, I'm like, these people are stars. Give them more money and see what they could create. Like, the fact that I know we're all, like, fucking struggling and they're making such amazing stuff. I'm like, if you gave them $1 million and said create, whoa, it would be groundbreaking. It's like, this is performance art. It's some of the most inspiring people ever. So anyways, see what I'm talking about? So I was so sad about that at the end of the year. But now I'm looking back on it and I'm so happy I was even able to join that community. So I was able to, like, get on stage and perform despite being afraid. Like, that's one thing about that night. It was a really bad performance, but I did not cry and I did not run off stage and I did not, like, lightning didn't struck me. Like, I made it through. And I think it's okay to have a really bad performance, because the one I had afterwards, like I told you, I redid my first number and that's when a whole bunch of drama happened. And then after that, I did a brand new number, and it was also the first time I ever did a drag king. Dude, I fucking contoured the fuck out of my face. I put on this wig and I was fucking Rick James, bitch. I'm Rick James, bitch. Like, literally. And I said that all night. I said that all night. Every video I was like, I'm Rick James, but and everyone said it to me. They would just say, I'm Rick James, bitch, and I say, I'm Rick James, bitch, and that's all I said, I think, all night, and it was so fun. And my performance, it was so good, guys. It was one of the best shows I've ever done. It was one of my best. It was so good. In fact, that may have been my number one. I think one of my other best, I did The Riz, and I did Wacky Horror Show. And it could have been a little bit better if I interacted with the audience more. I did not interact with enough of the audience. It was so good. Anyways, that's what this entire thing is about. It's like every bad thing that happened to me, I literally was like, let me just go through the badness. Like, yes, the bad memory. And then think of all the joy that came through it, you know? Bad memory, bombing Star Search. Good memory, doing Star Search. Performing. Who knows what any of this shit says? Literally, my handwriting's awful. But I didn't want to talk about that today. I wanted to talk about love. Okay, this one I dated January 10th, 2026. I'm going to read it to you guys, and I'm also going to talk about it. And if you want to read it by yourself, you can read it on Substack. And I will have it uploaded on Substack by then. Okay? Let's read first. It's going to be really hard for me to read this, because once again, the handwriting, abysmal. January 10th, 2026. I'm not allowed to say, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do this voice. I'm not allowed to say I'll die alone. Everything I say, every time I say it, everyone tries to talk me. I don't know what that says. Oh, okay. Every time I say it, everyone tries to tell me, oh, no, you won't, in this pitiful little mother chirpy sound. Or they'll say, you're so young, in a more know-it-all voice, like they're for sure, like they've already seen it. Well, I used to be so sure too. I watched all of the Disney shows and movies, and I knew that in high school I'd have a boyfriend. And I knew that in high school I'd have a boyfriend, and we'd get in silly melodramatic fights and have a fight right before going to college and inevitably break up. But at least prom night would be dreamy. And I'd wear a dress that would make me look so petite. And my cheeks would be rosy and my nose would look small. Whoa. And my nose would look small. I think I wanted to talk about my self-image on that day. Right now my nose is contoured. But I will say I like my nose with makeup on. And I like my nose sometimes without makeup on. But I definitely am, affected by European beauty standards. And I want that tiny petite nose. But I also know a tiny petite nose wouldn't match my face. I think my face is pretty perfect. I honestly wouldn't change anything. I do love my face. But sometimes I want to hide behind my nose. It's just like, I don't know. There's very few noses I think are perfect. Everyone's self-conscious about nose because it's like right there in your face. And I'd blush so hard when we kissed on the dance floor. Oh, and I'd be prom queen, obviously. But I never even had my first date till college. And I was so awkward and forced because I hadn't had enough practice. And now I'm 23, going on 24, still single. I'm so glad I threw my virginity away like it was a dirty sock. I want to change that. Jesus, a dirty sock? Jeez. Otherwise, I'd be completely clueless. Yeah, I think I know my first boyfriend I'm probably not going to marry. Duh, I'm a realist. I understand relationships come and go. But how many relationships do you think you have to be in until you find the one? You know, I need to get those first few relationships out of the way so I can get to the relationship that actually matters where I find the one. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, because the first few relationships, it's like the practice relationship. Even if you do end up with your first boyfriend, like, I feel like you need to break up first. A lot of people usually do. Unless if I'm like the Vanderpumps or something, and I meet my person and I just stay with them together and we adopt 3 dogs and never touch the fucking ground. And we let our gay friend live with us until we kick him out. And, I don't know what all that drama had to do with Cedric and everything. And rewatching The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 1. I'm watching it with my friend right now because I've already seen it. And there's so many seasons, and I was trying to watch all of them, so I just watched up to like season 5 on like Real Housewives of New York, Beverly Hills, and Atlanta. And then I was like, oh my gosh, we're 15 seasons down, and we're not even 2016 yet. Jesus, I'm so far behind. It like has to become your whole life to get into the Real Housewives. Anyways, like it is right now, because I just referenced Real Housewife Vanderpump when I'm talking about in my journal. Anyways, I feel like I need to fall in love soon. I want to fall in love soon because I want to just have been fallen in love with and just be able to chill and relax. But I know that it's probably not going to happen right away. And so I want to have some good practice in between now and then. And I'm afraid that if I don't get in a relationship for practice first, it doesn't make sense. Like every time I say I want to get a boyfriend, everyone's like, oh, you're so young. Like anytime I say I think I'm gonna die alone, they're like, you're so young. It's like, no, when you really think about it, I'm 23 and I've never been in a real relationship yet. That's not young. I'm falling kind of behind. And I feel like, when am I gonna catch up? Because I want to get married, I want to settle down, and I don't want to like ruin the opportunity of being in a relationship because I date someone that's perfect for me, but I am dating like I'm acting like I'm 16 because I haven't had a 16-year-old relationship. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm gonna make all those mistakes I'm supposed to make in high school as an adult, and it's gonna be. Anyways, that's why I threw my virginity away like a dirty sock. Jesus. Otherwise, I'd be completely clueless. Yeah, I don't want to be so confused when it actually is happening. So I was like, well, let me do a practice round, which I know is a terrible way to say it, but it's like, I'm never going to see that guy again, so what difference does it make, you know? And so, like, no hard feelings if I'm messing up. He only wants my chips. Oh, my God. Aw, but he is cute. Look at him. Ma'am. Aw. Get away from me. Okay. Anyways, I'm happy he came because I was going to tear up. Okay, yeah, I had to get rid of it because I wanted to make sure that when I really have sex with someone, I'm not going to be, clueless. But I know it's also cute. It's like, my virginity was lost and he taught me all these nice things, but I didn't want to be like a teenager, Like I've been saying, I want to make sure I have practice. And because of that, I've been thinking, maybe I need to have sex again soon because I haven't had sex in so long. And I'm like, if I just go out and have sex again, it's going to be like in my head again. There was a time when I was like, you know what? If I go on a first date and he wants to hook up with me, I will do it because maybe then I can keep his interest long enough for him to fall in love with me as well. Whereas guys all want to fuck on the first date now. Why? That's what I was thinking in the beginning, okay? I don't think that way anymore. Is anyone who wants to say, yeah, shut the fuck up. I don't think that way anymore, okay? But be realistic. Guys, they're all hooking up on the first date. No one kisses and just kisses anymore. And also, I haven't even had a really good kiss. So I don't even know if I would enjoy having a really good kiss. That's another reason I want to have multiple boyfriends. Because I'm like, if I can just go through the bad kissing stage soon, I don't want to embarrass myself. Some guys could be like, she's a bad kisser. I can't be with her. So let me get some guys I don't care about first. Or some relationships that don't matter, because it's not like I'm gonna marry the guy. I really wanted to fall in love. I decided at some point I'm not gonna just hook up with someone on the first date just to be with him. I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I was like, screw it. We're gonna have sex just to have sex. We're gonna just hook up with someone like we did the first time. And I was like, let me do it in a city that don't matter. I'm on vacation. I'm gonna do it on vacation, which is dangerous. But meeting men is dangerous. And I was going on a date. Oh no, I was going on scrolling on Tinder. Only one guy worked with my schedule. I go over, I try to have sex with him, and the vibes are so off. Whatever. By the time we're down there, he doesn't want to give me head. I'm literally like, what am I doing here? What a complete waste of time this has been. And so I get dressed and I go home. And I think this is God and the universe literally trying to tell me, like, hey, stop trying to have sex with random people. So I'm not trying to have sex with random people anymore. I'm going full Jackie Aina. I'm not having sex with anyone ever again. Unless if I'm like loving them. I'm not saying I need to be in love with them, but I want to love them. And so I need to find someone to love. Now, I think I'm going to apply to Love Island. I think that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to fall in love on Love Island. Do you think that could happen? For the people that actually do fall in love on Love Island, it's like, wait a second, that's so cute. But then they do all those kissing challenges, and I'm afraid I'd be very bad at them. They're like twerking challenges and stuff. Megan Thee Stallion, you better not come on my season. I cannot twerk. Oh my God, I'd cry before I twerk. Maybe I'll have to do twerking lessons before Love Island. I'm making it sound like I'm really on Love Island. I know everything I told you guys is not the healthiest way of looking at relationships and stuff, but you know, it's just the way I'm looking at it anyway. So now what? Whatever. Regardless, I want to be in a relationship. I want to experience those things. I want to go on a date. I went on a date with my friend, and it was like, we've been friends for maybe 2 years now, and so we were like, oh, it's kind of like our 2-year anniversary. But we told the people it was our actual 1 year, like we were in a relationship anniversary. And they treated us so nice, and we looked like the hottest lesbians you've ever seen, like seriously. The downside is, by the time we were done, I was so sad to leave that fantasy. I was like, wait, this would be so fun if I was really actually on my 1 year anniversary. And we were like, and we had these tiny little fights throughout the night that, like, I was like, this would be fun if this was, like, actually a tiny, like, if we were actually referencing things, or, like, that inside joke was an actual joke, or, like, you know, like, what if this fantasy was reality? And I don't want to date my friend, because that would make things awkward. But I want to date someone. I want to feel these emotions, like, for real. Let's see how I ended this. Oh, I'm talking about the night still. Oh, this is so funny. Okay, so anyways, the last time I kissed a guy was that night where I went home. So I'll read the rest of this. This was the last time I kissed a man, months ago. And before that, more months. What if I wasn't good at it? No one wants a bad kisser for a girlfriend. So the only way for me to get better is to practice. That's true, I think. But I hate going through Tinder and putting it all on the line for sex. It was too much something every time. I want to be able to undress in front of a man without smoking. Gee, I don't know if I can. No. I'm so far behind. I have no time to catch up. Because I don't know when I don't want to, before falling in love, then the whole thing would have been a waste. Well, that's how I was feeling on January 10th. Make it happen. That's so funny. Well, you know, it be like that. I think this is also because I've been really fantasizing recently with the Olandrias, with the Connor Stories and Hudson Williams, with the Drew Afalo, with these people that just suddenly launch into fame and fortune, really. And they just seem so happy. Like, all they were doing was putting in the work, and it actually paid off. And I'm like, I don't think I'm putting enough work in. And so I just dream of like, what, really, now the other one's up here? I'm like, let's really dream and pretend like I'm putting the work in, and let's imagine how life is going to be after. And in the life after, I'm always like, maybe I'm hanging out with celebrities. I'm like in LA, like rent is paid and I'm not worried about it. Oh my gosh, and the water bill and the electricity bill, all that stuff is paid and I'm not worried about it. And the cats are happy and they have a nice room. And I'm so happy and I'm so content. And I have a little boyfriend and we like make breakfast in the morning. And we go on jogs and stuff. And everyone in my family is happy and I live happily ever after. I'm assuming that's what happens when you become successful. And so whenever I wake up from my little daydream and I'm like living the life I'm living now, I become just so depressed. But it is okay, because the life I'm living now is necessary for the life I'm going to live later on. And I'm enjoying my life now. I have a good life. Stop it! Here. You fucking asshole. He's fucking snatched a chip out of my hand. Okay, there's no more. There's no more, little asshole. Okay. Because he wants to lick my fingers now. You know, like the thing, like, if you die, your cats are gonna eat you. I don't think all cats would do that. I really don't. But I think my cats definitely would. Like 100%. Like they wouldn't even have to wait long. I think a day. Like they're so food motivated. Like it's not even that they didn't love me. I think they loved me, but I think they love food more. Is that bad? I think it's okay. They're animals, you know. Do I love food more than my cats? If I love food more than my cats, then I think it'd be okay. I am very food motivated. But I don't think I love them more than my cats. Like, if my cat died, but I had a really good dinner the next day, I think I'd still be sad. I feel like if it was the end of the world, you know, and you have to, like, eat. Oh, my God. Are they both here now? What the fuck? And you have to eat your... Oh, my goodness. And you have to eat your cats? Like, I don't think I would eat my cats. I feel like I would starve. And it would just suck. You're right in front of the camera, dude. You suck. They're very cute right now. This is a really cute picture. Like, what my eyes are seeing right now. That's the video.